gotta stay by me.
All right.
And now hand me my tissues.
I want you to say, we are very happy to be here in Berlin.
Okay, so...
No. Say that exactly.
No, I don't want to. Can you go back to the beginning? Sorry, we're behind on making movies, but I got sick last week with what I think is a sinus infection. So
yeah, this was a walk.
It's just been kind of hard for me to talk. Anyway, but today Milo will be joining us because apparently he didn't want to take a nap, so he gets to be part of it. So this video is of one of my areas, and we just kind of went and walked around there. So we'll talk a little bit about that, and then yeah, it's you. And there will probably be a couple interruptions as we try to calm this little guy down, and as he comes and goes. Anyway, so we just got off the S-Bahn. This is an area called Zehlendorf. It's mission-wise, it's in the area of Dahlem.
What city are we in? Is it Longfitz?
No, we're in Zehlendorf.
Zehlendorf.
So this
why did we come here?
Because this was actually one of the area. This was where I first came to live in Berlin. We were staying in a temporary apartment, which is across the street from this grocery store. I think Michael turned and looked at it. But yeah, so this is the first place I came. This was my first introduction to Berlin. And the unique thing about this is that this is the area I stayed in when I came with my parents like 12 years ago. And we stayed in a house that's back in this neighborhood here, kind of behind this church. And I didn't really realize that until I had been on an exchange with a sister training leader, and we rode the bus down the street, and I saw some things that looked really familiar. And one of those... Whoa! Hi, buddy. One of those was a restaurant that Michael and I, we circled back around and we ate dinner there. But that's where we ate dinner every night while we were in Berlin. And they had really good potato soup. Hi, sweetheart.
It was a really nice walk.
It was. This is one of my favorite parts of Berlin. It's just very heavy on the trees, and kind of has more of a small city feel while still being part of Berlin. So I like it. And I didn't do a lot of research for this area, but one of the U-Bahn stations that we just passed is called Uncle Tom's Cabin. Or in German it's Uncle Tom's Hütte. But that I think was a code name used for a specific thing during World War II, and then it was transferred over to the U-Bahn station. So that was kind of a cool little piece of history. Anyway, so we're trying to figure out the bus and how to get back. But yeah. Snacks for Milo.
I think this was about 3 hours.
I didn't think it was that long. I think it was about 2 hours of walking. And then this is the bus we'd eventually take back home. And this bus goes through my area and back to the last place I lived in Berlin before I was transferred somewhere else.
You notice a lot of these cars are kind of small. Like there are a few longer cars, but like no trucks.
Yeah. Every once in a while you'll see a pickup truck, and it's really weird and out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Even vans, like you don't see a lot of minivans or big passenger vans.
Yeah. I think it's one of the more obvious differences when you get back to the States and you just start seeing all the many trucks that there are.
It's true. So we took this bus down the main road and back to the restaurant.
Even their semis are more compact.
It feels like, yeah. They're like flat faced on the front, so the engine isn't protruding out. Yeah, so then we walked back down the same road. And like quite a few things have changed since I've been on my mission.
Since 6 years ago?
Since 6 years ago. It doesn't feel like that long, so I kind of expected everything to be exactly the same. Oh yeah, we needed to change Milo. So this is a good tip if anybody ever takes their child to Berlin or Germany. But DM and Rossmann, they have these free changing tables. Mainly DM. I don't think all Rossmanns have it, but they have these free changing tables in here where you don't have to pay to go into the bathroom to change your child. So it's kind of a cool tip here.
Yeah, you basically have to pay money to go use the bathroom at malls and whatnot.
Yeah.
Stores like this don't really have a bathroom for you to use.
No, they don't. Yeah, you can't just go into any store. Like in the States, you could go into Walmart or something to use the bathroom. You can't do that here. Most of them require that you pay, and you have to go into like a mall to find a bathroom. Anyway, so this is the restaurant that we ate at when I was with my family and again this evening. You used to have to register to go to a restaurant just so they could contact trace in case of COVID. So a lot of these restaurants have QR codes outside where you would go to a website and then register stuff. So we were trying to register and the waitress came out and she was like, what are you doing? We're like, oh, we're just trying to register. And she's like, you don't have to do that. So I think it's mainly if you're eating inside. So that was just something we had to learn how to deal with.
That was this trip, our little walk around. Then we went home and got Milo in bed.
Yep. Michael went to work.
Yep. Just a really nice walk. We have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Most of them aren't. I don't feel like we film most of them. So. Yeah. Lots of trips to the park that haven't been filmed. But we'll get, I'm trying to pump out, we have like 3 other videos I need to do real fast, so I'm trying to get them all up.
It's a little easier when he's not doing this. But it's fun to have him in it.